Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Greb. I'm here to talk to you today about about that time when those that we love are dying and we're not able to be with them, and how incredibly painful it must be for so many people right now, um, with people dying from COVID, and you're not there. You can't be there. It's too unsafe. You're not permitted. It's just not happening, and it must be absolutely agonizing. And I know because I was in a similar position, and I want to talk about that story in the hopes that it will help. Okay, so a little over 5 years ago, we had to put my dad in a nursing home. It was a family decision, and he had escalated Alzheimer's, and it was he was not able to function well, and he was becoming a danger to himself or others. And we just literally couldn't be with him every hour of the day. We had hired 24-hour a day caregivers, but they were also taking care of my mom. They were also taking care of the laundry. They were also making dinner and doing dishes. And the family would be there off and on all the time, but it wasn't enough. It was still too hard to um, to watch him every moment of the day. And so we made that hard decision to put him in a nursing home. Well, I in particular had a great deal of trouble with this. I just ached for him to be there. And so I made I I flew out from Colorado, and I was with him every day. For anywhere from 3 to 6 hours I would be with him. I would make sure that, he had drinks when he needed them, that when he had to go to the bathroom there was someone to help him, that he was physically comfortable whether he was in a chair or the bed, that he had someone to talk to, that he knew someone was there who loved him. So, this went on for a couple of months, and it became very clear to me that I wanted to be with him for the last couple months of his life. And I would need, in order to do that, I would need to let go of my apartment in Colorado, because I didn't know how long Dad was going to be around, but I wanted to be there while he was. And I wanted to be with him when he was gone, when he was dying. So I called my landlady, and thankfully she said that she was willing to terminate the lease early because she was thinking of selling after all. So that was the good news. The unfortunate news was I would have to leave Dad, and that was really hard. That was really hard. The reason it was really hard was because I was afraid he was going to die when I was gone, and I didn't want him to be alone. So I know you can identify with that. So I scheduled a therapy session to talk to my friend Betsy, who she's a dear friend, and we were both in the same therapy class together, the same training, and so we would oftentimes offer sessions to one another. So in this particular session, I wanted to talk about this and see if I could get some resolution. And normally in this kind of Eunergy body mind therapy, we assist the client in uncovering her own wisdom, her own answers inside. Our body usually is giving us messages that if we tune in and listen, we can find our answers. But uncharacteristically, in this particular session, Betsy said, listening to her intuition, she said, "Cindy, I really think you need to go." And as I allowed myself to entertain that possibility, I found myself realizing something very important. And that was, Dad knows that I love him. He absolutely knows it. I mean, I'm there every day pouring out my love. He knows I love him. And if he were to die while I was gone, I'm sure he'd be sad that I wasn't there. And I realized at a spirit level, he would know, even though, his mind at that instant might be missing me. His spirit would know that I love him. His spirit would absolutely know. And, in this country, we're taught from the time we're very little that the only reality is what we can see and feel and hear in the physical world. That's what we're taught. This is silent science. This is reality. Nothing else is real. Well, I think by now most of us have heard stories of mystical encounters or angels or visitations or things that aren't explained with, traditional physical reality, things that are beyond that. And what I realized was there are two worlds coexisting. There is the physical world and the spiritual world. And in the spiritual world, Dad's soul knows that I love him, right? Our souls are all knowing. Even when we don't pay attention to them, they know what we can't know at a more logical, conscious level. Our souls know. And so, with that thought, I was able to come to a modicum of peace. And as it so happened, I was able to be with Dad when he died. He died about a week after I got back. And I was so glad to be with him. And if I hadn't been able to be with him, I think I would have been okay based on knowing that after he died, even if before he died he wasn't aware, after he died, he would so absolutely know that he was loved by beings far greater than we can imagine, as well as all his family and friends. He would feel that love and know that love. And so that's what I offer you. That's what I offer you right now. That knowledge that love doesn't die. There will be grief. I guarantee there will be grief. But the love doesn't die. They will know that you love them. The love continues into infinity. Love doesn't end with the end of life. Love continues, continues, continues. It does not end. It ripples out forever. Love is present. Whether someone is alive or dead, love is present. It will always connect you. Always, always, always. So I hope that helps a little bit. I just wanted to share my story. And I sent you great blessings during this really challenging time. And know that there are people who care about you and are here to listen. And I hope this story helped you a little bit. Okay, blessings to you.